first minutes you were speaking, I was like, thank goodness. Because I'm like, I don't know if that was like the top level, our first conversation, but what I heard in this one, you didn't share about the story about like how you work with your mum. You know, you took mum
Oh,
to
yeah.
sessions before, and the way you described the visceral emotions that you're going through, a bit moved. As I was listening to you, I'm just like, that is real. I'm not just saying it's only for women, because I have some work with some really sensitive guys too. But the way you described it, I could feel and imagine the step-by-step decisions that were going each day. And for you to say, you know, like almost a panic attack and my anxiety and you articulated about the rejection and then having your mum there and how she was such an anchor for you. But also I could hear the precise decisions you made. Like it was so clear about the house and what was important. And I think when you described, you didn't want to have those conversations with, about the jumpers and the wall, and that, like you said, it's really a consolidation of all of your life experience that's now enabled you to, one, be making the choices you are now, to really create a new world. I think that's what happens when a woman puts her fingerprint in a business. It's such a message to the rest of the world, like, you can do it too. Like, this conversation is different to the one that we first had, and that essence will go out, because like for us, I mean, we keep reminding ourselves that we've been planning these conversations for 6 months, but we only launched a month ago. And it's just, everything just speeds up, doesn't it? It's like, got to do this, you know, the feedback we've had, and you're trying to implement everything. And thankfully, I have the agency, and so does Aliya, to go, hang on. Like, in our hearts and minds, this is what we wanted it to look like. And then, you know, the canvas looks a little bit different. So how do we regain creative control and really slow this down so that we can feel our way through and actually demonstrate and communicate the meaning? Like, what I mean is that I want women to have businesses that, whilst they're challenging and there are a lot of forces at play, whether that's finance or other things, that they do find a thread, that they're really enjoying it, and they can feel their expression. Like they really have that. Like, I want this business to go this way, and because. So they're the things that you've illustrated to me in your conversation. Yeah, it was really lovely. Thank you.
Moving on from that gentle boat ride, Sarah. So you talk with a lot of entrepreneurs, is that right? You talk with female founders. You mentor.
I mentor a lot. Because of what I do is quite specialist, I'm surprised at how many I do really, because it takes a lot for a strong woman to come forward, you know. You know, I'm incredibly proud of the work that we do together, you know, when they come on board. And it's a lot about the noise. You know, there's so much noise. You know, we talk about speed, but it's noise as well. Everything's so noisy. And, you know, when things are so noisy, you know, you might have heard yourself say, goodness, I just need space to think. I can't think, you know, and with all that noise and busyness going on, you know, you can't think. And then your energy drains because the noise is so draining, because the noise is usually a pushing and a pulling from different places, and wants and needs and deadlines and da-da-da. And if you're constantly in reactive mode, then there's no space for strategic growth. And then this is where you hear people saying, I'm stuck. They're not stuck. They're not stuck. They just haven't had time to process and space of where they want to go. So they can't move forward because they're not putting anything in place to move forward, because they're actually just doing the same thing every day and then wondering why they can't move forward. So my methodology, which is the same methodology I use to build Simply Bows and chair covers, to build the houses, to process my cancer, to do fitness things that we've done and that I've done, to do the way that we've produced our competition horses. It's all the same methodology. And it's about taking time to stop, look at the landscape, consider where you want to be, by when, why you want to be there, what you don't want, what you need. And the SWOT analysis plays a part in everything. And I do a SWOT analysis on every client who comes my way, because Amazing. I can't be doing with this work-life balance. I'm sorry, I'm putting it out there, but I don't believe in it. If you're a founder, it's like raising a child. And are you just going to pick up and put your child down every now and again? And when it suits you? Of course you're not. It's part of your life. And your business is exactly the same. So what you have to do is you have to put in those boundaries and try and to create the freedom. It's to create independence in your children and resilience, and the same in your business, to create that independence and resilience so that you can step away and have some space and some time to yourself. So it's about putting systems in place and having some boundaries in place, but it's about knowing that you are still part of that business. It's a part of you, and your children are part of you if you've got children. Not saying everybody has, but it's a similar sort of nurturing. Whether it's animals you've got to look after, it doesn't matter. You've got responsibility. And once you're a founder, that is a responsibility that sits with you till you exit, or and so you can't just say, oh, just turn your phone off for 3 days and go on holiday. It's not. But what you can do is you can make sure that the foundations are strong enough and they're solid, and everybody's in the right place doing the right thing, all singing off the same hymn sheet, all working towards the same goal, so that you can naturally take the space. You can naturally take the space to, because I have this saying with all my clients, and I say, is the tail wagging the dog, or is the dog wagging the tail? Now, if the tail's wagging the dog, why are you running your own business? You might as well just go and get a job. It'll be so much easier.